Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always. What are we tackling today?
Today, we're heading to one of the most isolated spots on the planet. But it's a place you've definitely seen pictures of.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Easter Island, home of those massive stone heads. The Moai.
Yeah. The Moai. So, what's the mystery? I mean, we know they're there.
Oh, we've only scratched the surface. Our sources today are a mix of, get this, Polynesian mythology and modern research. And it's all about trying to crack the code of the Moai, who built them, why, and the biggest head-scratcher. How did they move these massive statues?
Okay, yeah, I can see where the mythology comes in. Those things are huge. I've seen pictures, but to think about actually moving them, that's a whole other level.
Right. So let's bring in the experts. Let's start with the Rapa Nui people.
They're the ones who originally settled on Easter Island, right? Polynesians.
Exactly. Arrived somewhere around 1200 AD, and their beliefs are like woven into the Moai.
So they weren't just building statues for fun.
Not even close. Think more like embodying their ancestors. Silent guardians watching over the island.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of pressure to get the statues right.
No kidding. And we're not talking small-scale art projects here. These statues are like up to 30 feet tall. Some of them weigh 80 tons.
80 tons. That's like 10 elephants.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And they carve them all from volcanic rock. No fancy tools, no cranes, no nothing.
Okay, so how did they do it? Was it like teams of hundreds of people dragging them across the island?
There are theories about that, yeah. Wooden sledges, ropes, logs. But there's this other theory that's, well, it's pretty wild.
Wilder than hundreds of people dragging 80 tons of rock. I'm all ears.
They think the Moai
walked, like they made the statues walk.
It's called the walking theory. They think the Rapa Nui would use ropes and manpower to rock the statues back and forth.
So kind of like shifting their weight to mimic walking.
Exactly. Sounds impossible, right? But, and here's the crazy part, modern experiments have actually shown it could have worked. They've recreated it with smaller statues.
Hold on. So they're saying that this ancient civilization with no modern technology figured out a way to make these giant stone statues walk. And we're only just figuring this out now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a whole blend of engineering and, understanding the environment. It would have taken a ton of coordination, probably used whatever they could find on the island, tree trunks, volcanic rock as tools.
That's mind-blowing. But all that moving, all those resources, there's got to be a downside.
Right, there is. And this is where things get a little darker.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
There's a theory that all this incredible construction might have led to Easter Island's downfall.
Downfall? Like a collapse of their society?
Possibly. It's called ecocide, and it all comes down to resources. Think about all those trees needed for the sledges, the ropes, for making the Moai walk.
They might have used up too much too fast.
Exactly. Deforestation. And when you lose the trees, you lose the soil, crops fail. It's a chain reaction.
A cautionary tale, almost. A reminder that even the most impressive achievements can have consequences.
Right. But here's the thing. The Rapa Nui, they're still around. They adapted. They survived. So it's not just a story of collapse. It's also a story of resilience.
That's actually really hopeful. It means that even when things go wrong, even when we make mistakes, there's still a chance to learn and change.
That's a great way to put it. We've got this civilization that was able to achieve these amazing things, create these incredible Moai, and they're still with us today.
Yeah, and those Moai are still there, silent witnesses to all that history. Makes you wonder what they'd say if they could talk.
It does, doesn't it? And maybe that's something for our listeners to ponder. If these Moai really are the ancestors watching over the island, what message would they have for us today? Especially as we face our own environmental challenges. What lessons can we learn from the Rapa Nui?
That's a great question to leave everyone with. The past might not have all the answers, but it can definitely give us some food for thought.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on our deep dive into Easter Island. Until next time, keep exploring.
And keep asking questions.